never forget where you're coming from. King Shanga set the trend. Yo, I want them. Mama.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. It's your girl Deeza. Please subscribe if you haven't already. So I just want to go through a few things, maybe a few tips on how you can save money in Jamaica. Okay, so if you're new to maybe living in Jamaica, maybe you've been here a little while, this I guess is for you, and I guess it's also for anybody who is thinking about moving to Jamaica, considering it, and just kind of trying to get everything in order, you know. This is for you guys really, and just for those who are interested, right? So let me get my notepad. So just a few ways to help you guys save money, okay? So the first one is based on shopping, grocery shopping, right? So my advice would be to go to wholesales. Go to wholesale shops. I would try to avoid like the big supermarkets, the big like name brand supermarkets. Places like, well, I can't really talk because I do go there sometimes. Places like that, Progressive and Shoppers Fair, which I think are like the same. And some of the bigger shops, because their prices, of course, are more. When you go to wholesales, I mean, there are big wholesales, right? When you go to wholesales, you tend to get a cheaper price on goods. Also, you get deals. So if you buy one item and it costs $200 for that item, if you pick up 3 of that item, you'll get each one sometimes for like $170, $160, rather than $200 for the one. So it's good for bulk shopping, right? Outlaw and I often shop at Sampa's, which is a wholesale across the island. When we can, we just go there and do like shopping for the month. And it just works out a lot cheaper than, you know, going out every day to buy items or every week to buy items. Of course, you're gonna have to top up on like, you know, your bread and milk and stuff like that. But wholesale shopping, guys, is the one. If you want to save money on shopping, wholesale shopping is the one, okay? So that's the first thing, wholesale shopping. Number 2 would be go solar. Now, you guys already know, and if you don't know, if you're thinking about moving out here and you're just doing your research, let me tell you something. JPS ain't a joke. JPS is not no joke. Jamaica Public Service is no joke, okay? The only electricity company we have out here, I say it all the time, energy prices here are ridiculous. They always have been, and they continue to be ridiculous. I've already said what I have to say about that in another video. But going solar, I know is not cheap. It's not cheap, especially to be like 100% solar is not cheap. It's a good option if you can do it. It's a lot of money in the first instance, but it is a big saving on the longer term, okay? So if you can afford to go solar, go solar. If you can't afford to go solar, there are still things you can do to help, okay, to save money. And some of the things I would suggest are things like this. If you, for example, are in an apartment or a house that has a balcony and, you know, you have lights on, lights outside the balcony, I would suggest not using the light, like, you know, through JPS. You know, you can get these little solar things. You can get small ones, right? And even in the UK, like, and I'm sure in America as well, and in other countries, places like what's the place called? B&M, Homebase, Wix. You know those kind of home stores. You can get the solar lights. You just like stick them onto the wall, and then of course when it gets dark, they automatically light up. Things like that. Getting things like that is a big help, especially for lighting outside of your property, okay? And it makes a big difference. So if you can go fully solar, definitely recommend it. If not, then there are small things you can do to help by getting some of those solar lightings and putting those around your property to help. Trust me, it will help with the cost of your bill, okay? All right, so the next thing is, this is again more to do with like grocery shopping, and it's to go to the market. All right, so where possible, try and get your fresh produce from the market, okay? Outlaw and I always talk about going to the market back. Okay, so if you know, most of the times when we're getting our fresh produce, we go to Oak Market. Outlaw always go to the market back. You get a better choice at the back of the market, more choice. And also, it's cheaper. It is cheaper. Guys, go to the market but go to the market back. I don't know if there's in your area, in your town, in your parish, there's a market back. Try it out. But where we are, market back is always cheaper. And you just get a lot more fresh produce, than you do in the supermarkets as well, of course. At a much, much, much better price. Guys, I'm guilty of going to the supermarkets and buying fresh-ish produce, just because when I'm like shopping alone, it's just easier for me because it's convenient. When I'm with Outlaw, you know, he's going to take care of that. We're going to the market back. So go to the market. Definitely go to the market back. It will save you a lot of money. All right. If you have space in your garden, even a small space, grow your own. If you can grow your own, okay? You know, it's easy. The thing about it is this is why you don't necessarily have to go and buy the little seeds of like tomatoes and stuff like that. You know, like you can just plant the pepper when you finish with it. You know, you finish cutting it, you can just put that in the ground, put that in the earth. Pop choy is really easy to grow. Callaloo, things like that, you know, you can grow them. Yeah, grow your own. And like I said, you can just use the ends of things. I mean, if you do need to go and get the seeds, but if you have even a small space, you don't need a big massive space. If you've got a small space, grow your own fresh vegetables, okay? Plant some trees, plant some fruit trees, plant a pear tree, plant mango tree, plant some trees and reap off the land. Yeah, so grow your own is another tip. The other thing I would say to cut the cost, and again, this is really for people who are maybe have moved to Jamaica, thinking about moving to Jamaica, is to bring things from foreign with you. Bring things from foreign with you. Bring things from abroad with you where you can. Now, you guys already know how I feel about a barrel, yeah? I love a barrel. I like sending barrels. Don't always like picking them up, but I like to send them because it saves us a lot of money. Now, I know that when I put the barrel video out, I also like 90% of people like, yeah, they'd agree. And there was like 10% who were like, do you know what? For me, a barrel's just not worth it because by the amount of stuff I spend to put in a barrel plus to ship it and collect it, it's just not worth it. It works out better for me to buy the things over there. And I completely understand that. It's going to be different for everybody depending on what you put in the barrel and the cost of those things. For me, it's a no-brainer. I don't spend much to fill my barrels. I put all the basic necessities I need in them and it goes a long way. So if you can bring your own, if you can bring things from abroad, bring things from abroad. Trust me, if you do that a few times a year, I feel like it's going to be a big money saving thing for you. Yeah, things like rice, tin goods, toiletries, cosmetics, things like that. Even clothes, guys, even clothes. Now, you may not want to bring too much clothes in the barrel because, you know, customs is not easy out here. And if they see too much clothes in the barrel, sometimes they're going to want to charge you because they're thinking you're selling. So you've got to be careful with how you pack things, how you bring things. You know, make sure you pop tags off those things tags off your clothes and stuff like that. Maybe you want to put those clothes in the suitcase, but clothes generally are quite expensive out here as well. So bring your clothes from abroad, I would suggest as well. Okay, the last tip I have for saving money in Jamaica is to not use cards. Okay, and when I say not use cards, I mean if you're using international cards, because a lot of time when you use your international card, there are fees associated with it. So everywhere you go, you tap or you use your card to purchase something, a lot of the time it's going to cost you it's going to cost you something. The bank are going to take something from you for the privilege of using your card abroad. Okay, so what I would suggest is, if you have a Jamaican account, if not, set up a Jamaican bank account and use your Jamaican card. That way you won't incur any fees for using it, to pay for purchases, or use cash. Or use cash. But I would advise against using your international card, just because of the fees that are going to accumulate. Every time you use that card, they're going to charge you. Like, I know, because I've been there. So yes, that would be my last money saving tips. Now, these things are really simple and they kind of seem like, well, no brainers, but sometimes we need reminding. And to be honest, guys, even me just saying these things is a reminder to me too. Like, I know these things, but I don't always practice these things. I don't always do these things. So for me, this is another reminder to myself that, I need to up my game on doing some of these things to help to save money and keep costs down as much as possible. So just a quick recap, guys, on ways and tips to save money. Wholesale shopping. Go solar. Go to the market, preferably the market back. Grow your own. Bring things from foreign, bring things from abroad, and avoid using international cards to pay for purchases. Guys, this is just a short and sweet video. Hope it's been useful. Hope you've enjoyed it. And until the next time, datmisehtv.
This one has got to be now. Mr. Cruz. If it's money, we don't talk about it, cause we don't brag about it. House on the hill, that's how we go about it.